Hey, this phone doesn't have a real good camera or whatever. Okay, you remember me talking about how the neighbors called the cops on me or whatever, right? Okay, that was a few days ago. I was gone for a while and I was on my way back and I was in a good mood because, the further I get away, the better I feel. And, well, anyways, I was out singing and back, was going to have a cigarette and then go up. And one of the neighbors came out and asked if I've heard anything about him. Anybody spreading any rumors or nothing. I don't know any of these neighbors. I've met them or talked maybe 5 minutes or something, but I don't know these neighbors. You get me? And they're not really friendly. But well, anyways, me, I'm happy and stuff in my mind, so I let it fly right past me. And so I'm explaining about, the thing with the dog, how 5 years later and stuff, I'm finding out fucking the guy on Megan's Law that used to live here, Eddie Ray, or some shit, that he spread all over, even the people he didn't know, that I killed a dog. And remember I told you, the owner never thought I did it. And he found out who did it. Well, anyways, I was trying to tell him about that. Okay, it didn't strike me until, and I'm not saying anything that everybody else doesn't know I know. Because there's some things you just keep to yourself and think of something else. Ali, Ali, Ali. Because they don't need to know that you know certain things. So, I'm not telling them anything that I haven't told other people. Or I'm not out there saying things that aren't already public information and shit. The shit I know, like, really a lot, really provable about my thing, keep to myself. And then I sit there and I think of something else. You get me? Because there's certain things, just like certain memories and stuff. Certain memories, you know how memories play like a movie in your head? Yeah, a lot of times I'll fucking cross out faces or fucking, throw a bag over the faces. They're so, in my memories. Or I'll break them up and make them different. Because there's certain memories that you can't have. That other people, if I didn't feel that they should have known, people that have been close to me and stuff like that, then why would I want, these motherfuckers, in this world nowadays, knowing memories that only the closest that were there know. But yeah, back to this. Okay, you know how we attract narcissists, you know what I mean? And we do our best to keep them out of our lives. But empaths, they always yeah. But well, anyways, parts of, yeah. Well, anyways, nobody asks a question and is really wanting to know the answer if they're not listening to what you're saying and interrupting. You get me? So, yeah, I wasn't thinking at the time. How sometimes you just somewhere else because you haven't been being shocked and burned and you've been away and feel okay, and so you're somewhere else, so you're not thinking about block, 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 kiss, keep it simple, stupid, and it flies right past you until you actually think about it and go over what just happened in your head, because you learn to replay stuff. Because there's a lot of times that you don't catch stuff until you replay it in your head. You get me? Yeah. Like, I'll tell you guys later about, hey, yeah, somebody's been, yeah, my name, identity, fucking federal and shit. And I don't fuck with that stuff. My name is important, and I'm real. I ain't no fucking fraud, and I don't fraud others, and I don't fraud my own fucking name and make it no good. You get me? But I remember, you know, having a good memory, except for certain stuff, so fervent and shit. Yeah. And I remember somebody asking what the old address was. Because when I tried to prove who I was on the phone, that's the first thing they asked me. I didn't know that they were going to ask me that. I had to go in and find my California ID, that I keep on me. That's old. But I guess somebody that is into that sort of thing or that has experienced it, which they haven't, would know that, right? I let them know. I got all my IDs with, addresses that I've stayed at either at least 5 to over 10 years, Yeah, except for one, because one, they rented me the house and it was in foreclosure. And the people are back too. Yeah, that's the only one I was at for like a year and a half. That's a really short stay for me. But yeah, you think about things and you remember things. Once something happens, your mind goes back, remembers conversations and shit. But I got up here and I thought about, yeah, he wasn't that interested in my explaining so I could, be of help or assistance to his questions. You get me? But the first couple times I seen him, I really don't know, and even really too personal at all. At all. So I really don't know them, but struck me as like something that came out of that field. You get me? Maybe in the office, who knows? Not on the streets though, but something that came out of that field. Or some kind of field higher, who knows? But that's the feeling I got, but you don't go on, unless you know facts. But yeah, the same thing with the lady that moved in 14. They had just put the cameras up. So I couldn't really say anything in the hallway and stuff. The one that used to live in 15 and stuff, the street theater, I didn't really, until that, I really didn't, and then it got, whoa. Yeah, she really loudly, attracting attention and stuff, told me that I was peeping in her windows, which I was thinking, what the fuck? That is like a real crap. You know what I mean? Wasn't anywhere near her windows, and please, you're really got an ego and shit. You ain't even my fucking type. You know what I mean? I'm thinking. And I kept on telling her, I said, hey, you want to take this down the street really low and shit? No, but I'm not afraid of you. No, you know what? All that yelling and stuff, and accusing me of things that I didn't do, let's just go down the street and work it out. No, it was meant to attract people and put some dirt on my name. You get what I'm saying? And since this thing has went further, I realized people don't do that anymore. They don't come and knock at your door if they have a problem with you. They don't try to work it out or work it out. They just talk about you, pass it on, and gang stalk you, I guess, and pass your data from fucking neighbor to neighbor to neighbor to neighbor, and then these guys over here fucking with the citizen policing thing, not all of them are, but they're involved. They don't even know, they don't even know Yeah, so a lot of them, they don't even get paid. Yeah, but we know the ones that started it and put me with fucking no reason, a made up fucking reason, on the fucking citizens watch list and red flagged me and started all this stuff. Yeah, for sure gets paid. But I guess apparently if you get paid, you don't let the other ones know because they're doing it for fucking, you know, I don't know. I don't know what their motive is. You know, I don't know. Maybe it could be like a percentage off the rent. Maybe it could be fucking, you know, they talk about the gift cards a lot. And do you know what? Do you know who came up with a lot of gift cards? And so did their sister and their family. And then also had Ubers taking them everywhere for a while. Guess who? My honey pot, my honey poop. Yeah, sure did. And until I started hearing people talk about that, and then oh my gosh, wow. You get me? Yeah, and she was giving me Starbucks gift cards, you know, and really, some of that shit has that RFID crap on it, or it fucking fucks with you, or they can know where you are, all the time. I had saved those up because I'm a sentimental person, and I had them in this thing, and then I can't afford Starbucks. I haven't had an income for over a year. Come on, but no, I'm not resorting to fucking. Yeah, I cannot be bought out. What the fuck? I will not sell my soul and my fucking, what I believe in. I don't sell people out. I don't sell myself out. Well, anyways, so one day I called all of them, and you know, some of them had like $1 here and $2 there, and it tripped me out because she used to say when she needed her vodka, "Oh, is there anything on those cards?" And da da da. "Oh, let me have them. I'm gonna call and get the money or whatever, you know. And she would, but yet on each and every one of them, one had $5 left on it. So that struck me as really weird. So I took them all to Starbucks and stuff so they can take them and get me one, one frap, 3 shots, zing zing. And the person that was working, they were like, yeah, they were like real adamant about not forcey, but in a way that caught your attention, that they really wanted to throw those cards away. You get me? And I mean, hell, before the accident and stuff, yeah, people will see these videos, so I can't. Yeah, but yeah, I would get Starbucks, and everybody there at the time and stuff for like 2 years, they all knew my name. They all knew who I was and stuff like that. Even during the accident, and somebody take me, and I'd be like, yeah, but I didn't know this young man, because it's been a while. And I don't have money, but this guy was he really wanted my cards, and he really wanted to throw them away, and it didn't hit me, till I got back to the place of residence. I read in my mind, and the look on his face and his words and how he really wanted to throw those cards out. So you know what? I cut him up and I threw him out because there had to be a reason. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know if how like they throw up distractions and stuff. I don't know if that was done as a distraction, him coming out there and asking me questions. But no, I wasn't even thinking about it when I pulled up because music in my head and I felt good being away, but my feet hurt, of course, and I was tired. So, yeah, I didn't think Kiss, keep it simple, stupid, you know, but I went over it in my head. And if somebody wants to know the answers to something, to the questions they ask, they're going to listen to you, not interrupt you and keep on interrupting you or talking about something else. Those are narcissistic traits or the traits of somebody that gets excited because they don't talk to people. Because, yeah. But, yeah, so that wasn't, no. Yeah. I'm wondering, was it a distraction because they weren't finished doing what they were doing or whatever? Or was it just like threw up there to like fool me because, they should know me well enough by now, since the first part is the part for everybody. The crazy phase is the first phase. Second stage is the anger. Some of us don't lose our anger. And we're human, so we do get angry once in a while. But they should know that I'm past those stages. You get me? And if I don't catch on to something right away, and I don't always say stuff because, why would I even tell you guys everything when it's public information and I don't want everybody to know everything I know? Because, yeah, we'll save it. I have patience. But I need it where it is. It's locked up inside my head. And when it comes to and stuff, I'm not going to sit there and think about it for longer than I have to, like, maybe 10, 20 seconds and stuff. And boom, I got that lock on. And, I'm thinking about Ali or something, and picturing something else. So, all right, there's other stuff that I need to, something I need to document and shit. My manager sent me a bunch of like past due notices from rent that I paid like 6 months ago or something. And yeah, all the dates are wrong and everything. And I just got that like a week ago. You get me? They just like the thing with the pandemic when I couldn't pay rent. Well, I still can't, but I do. You're supposed to fill out something, you have something printed, and then give it to them, and I did. Then they came to my door a couple of days later with a paper, adamant about me signing it right now, and I can't see, and let's really trust everybody, right? And I said, let me take it and have somebody look at it. Do you know they backdated it to before I gave them the paper that, legally I'm supposed to give them. So, yeah. We'll talk about that another time. But, yeah. All right. Peace out. Love and laughter. It's great to have my laughter back. I might be in freaking pain. Been being messed with fucking really bad. But, I have my love and my joy back though. My cat's going through that male cat thing, and he usually only goes through it when there's a strong male around. So, maybe they're not in there personally with us, but there's been a strong male around doing what they do because my cat is going into that male cat phase and he's been fixed and shit, before but he's doing the things that, he used to do. Yeah, so, it just, having an animal, which they're more human than most human beings nowadays, I don't pay attention. Well, I know if I hear something or see something, I pretend I don't, and I don't react. But, you got the cat looking or going over there, And they just confirm shit, you know what I mean? Or sometimes, he's way ahead of the game. I mean, I told you, since he got affected and shit with them zapping him and fucking making him lose control of his, body parts and stuff for a few seconds, just like they did me. When he finally got affected and shit, he acts different now. He'll run to the cupboard. Before he was like going down with the fucking ship. I was on the, if I was on the bed, he was on the bed. If I was sleeping on the freaking counter, he's on the counter. On the floor, he still is, but now he gets that little, not spidey senses, but the little animal senses. And a lot of times he'll know way before I do. And he'll run to that cupboard. And I know something's going down, Yeah, he didn't used to run like that. He'd let me know in other ways. But since they really fucked him up, and all this time, he's never been affected. But he got affected right after I started getting control of my body. I mean, they were, to where I wouldn't have control for a few seconds. And I'm just, and it was really scary. But when I started to, it started happening to him. He'd be walking and his butt would fall to the ground and he'd keep on like trying to walk. He'd jump off like the bed, the damn broken bed frame and shit, 5 inches to the ground, and he'd land on his butt and roll because boom. Yeah. So, he's a little, he stayed like, for a while. He's not even completely back to normal. But, they're slow killing me. Cancer and shit, fucking from this radiation and shit. But a fucking animal, a decent person is one thing, I'm not telling you to do it, but, fucking, there's child molesters out there, baby killers, fucking rapists, you know what I mean? What the fuck? There's some fucking pretty bad people out there. Even the people that have a smile and fucking look like they're good and act nice and shit. Come on. They're into this gang stalking shit. That's a sellout to humanity. They're fucking actually slow killing somebody. Physically slow killing. And come on. Look at this. This. Yeah. And I had braces on for a lot of years. And I paid a lot of money into my teeth. My father, nobody else, they paid for the other kids' braces. Not mine. My teeth were straight. They were just buck. And you know what? Since I was going to pay them as a teenager, I was going to get the best ones around, so I got the white ones. It was rare you ever seen those. And the rubber bands, since I smoked, I started smoking at 12, they would turn yellow. So I had to have the custom white wires to put on there too. And nobody ever paid for that shit. And it started out when I was young. I don't know how old I was. Maybe 16. Maybe 16. Yeah, probably about when I first turned 16. Because I kept them on almost 7 years. Because I kept on getting locked up. And the last time, before I took them off, because I know when you take them off, your teeth go back to what they were, unless you wear a retainer for a year. But I just happened to be doing over a year where, it would keep them in place for a year and I'd have to fucking suffer that loose braces shit for a year. But it was doing the same job as a retainer. It was keeping them in place for a year. Do you get me? So they didn't move. And hey, over 21, took the braces off, started going to, I always went anywhere I wanted to. Since I think I was 13 when I started going to bars and crap. And, yeah. But now I could go to strip clubs. So, yeah. But the point is that a lot of money went into my teeth, and strong. Wouldn't just, yeah, not like that. But then again, a lot of us TIs, especially the ones that, you know, get the electronic harassment, and the cyber torture, and shit like that, and the radiation from the EMFs and crap, and the broadcasting. Mostly, it's us that have the problems, and the teeth falling out, and the teeth problems and shit. And it's not pain like if you have a cavity or you have an infection. It's not that kind of pain. You know automatically when you're being broadcast. It has nothing to do with your teeth. It's how that shit fucking hits your teeth. It's a different kind of pain from having a toothache or fucking, being clogged in the jaw or some shit, It's not that kind of pain because it's not that fucking kind of party. All right, peace out. I love you guys.